I knew this was gonna happen. I just knew it. Okay, I need to share this live. Um, I know I just got off of here, Gigi. I just got off of here. Y'all, the verdict is in. The verdict is in. The verdict is in. The verdict is in. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? The verdict is in. We're waiting for Sean Diddy Combs to get back into the courtroom. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay, cool. The verdict is in. We're waiting for Sean Diddy Combs to get back into the courtroom. The verdict is in. Breaking news, y'all. Breaking news. The verdict is in. The verdict is in. So we're just waiting right now to get an update. But the verdict is in. So at 10:03 Eastern Standard Time, word given, there's a verdict in the U.S. versus Combs. We'll continue to live tweet below. The prosecutors have filled the seats at the front table. His family has come back into the courtroom. They're just waiting for him to get out of the holding cell. Yeah, I was just on here. Did I not tell y'all? I felt like as soon as I got off alive, something was going to come through. All right. Ooh, y'all, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Like this is my Kim Peoples or something. I told y'all as soon as I got off of the live, something was going to happen. And look. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Y'all double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. All right. Double tap the screen. Sean Diddy Combs has been brought back into the courtroom by the U.S. Marshals. He is seated. Brian Steele is on his left. Tini Gallegos is on his right. The family is on the second row of the gallery. All right. I'm giving y'all these in real time. Giving you tweets in real time. Hey, y'all, hit that like button. All right. Well, that's what I was going to do, but I really don't have I didn't have a lot of time to just sit here when they weren't saying anything. So it's kind of hard to do. All right. So he has been brought back in by the U.S. Marshals. Uh, Here is where Diddy will find out his fate in this trial. Y'all get in here. Tell everybody. Tell everybody. Hold on. Let me share this out. Okay, I just shared it to Twitter. Let me share it to everybody. Share it to everybody. Share it to everybody. Hey, Melanin Beauty. All right, we have received a note at 9:52 a.m. that reads, "We have reached a verdict on all counts. Anything to address before we bring our jury out?" The judge says, "Maintain order while the verdict is being read until we have the jury out." Okay. So basically, he's saying that the family and people who are in the gallery, they cannot make any reactions until all of the verdicts have been read. He cannot make They cannot make any reaction. And if anybody ever been to court for anything like this, you know how they want people to behave. The judge can hold you in contempt if you do not listen, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, all right. I'm sure it's breaking news everywhere. It's breaking news everywhere. Breaking news everywhere. What's up, everybody? Listen, I want to say shout out to you guys. Today is day 36, I believe, to be exact. We have been live every day, consistently every day about this trial. And so now we're here. We're here. We're here. Y'all get in here. Tell everybody to get in here. Double tap the screen so that everybody can know that we're live. I'm sure everybody's live. But double tap the screen so that everyone will know that we're live. Hey, LLE, what's up, boo? Hey, TK, hey, little baby. Hey, Dee. Hey, I'm not bothered. Cassie, Lady D, PN2 Ross, Mama V. I didn't even speak to y'all, baby. I'm over here so nervous. Melanin Beauty, Kay Calloway. I'm nervous like it's me, child. Okay, wait, we got another. The judge says, I'll ask our deputy to bring out our jury. Sean Combs remains seated with his 8 lawyers standing up. All rise and the jury enters. Oh, girl, I'm about to give me something to smoke after. No, I'm just playing. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay. I know Jesus be a fence all around us. Jesus. All right. Combs stands up as the judge says, all rise, and the jury enters. Combs stands up. It's the comments for me. Not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. I'm literally shaking. What y'all thinking? Baby, I'm shaking like this is. Oh my God, y'all. I told y'all. I do feel bad for those girls. I do. I feel bad for his girls, especially his girls. I feel bad for Quincy. I feel bad for a lot of people. Y'all believe that he's guilty? I'm sure that the children are there. According to CNN, only his mom and sister were there at that time. But there's no telling. There's no telling. All right, here we go. All right, we have received your note. Juror number 5, have you reached a verdict? Juror number 5 says yes. Is it unanimous? However you say it. It is. Wow. People provide the verdict to the deputy. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God, y'all. This is crazy. I know YouTube. Lord, please don't let YouTube glitch today. Because I know everybody live. Don't let it glitch. Please. Don't let it glitch. Okay, I'm. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Don't let the YouTube glitch, girl. We got, cause we got. Ooh, oh my God, y'all. Why am I acting like this is me on trial? I am so nervous. I am so nervous. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. So on count 1, not guilty. Sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura, not guilty. Transportation of prostitution, guilty. All right. But let me do my show, okay? Y'all coming up here giving the counts before I do. Let me do my show. Okay, no, I'm just playing. The judge says the deputy will inquire as the verdict. All right. The deputy in the matter of the U.S. versus Combs count 1, juror number 5 says not guilty. Sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura, not guilty. Transportation for prostitution, guilty. All right. Now we have James sex trafficking, not guilty. Transportation of prostitution, guilty. I told y'all he was guilty on them other counts. They wouldn't have had to battle back and forth on what they thought the RICO would have been if he wasn't guilty on these counts. So for everybody who sat up and lied yesterday talking about he was found not guilty as if you was in the courtroom and you knew, you I hope you loudmouth wrong people come on here and say that you was wrong and you lied. I know that's asking for too much. It's asking for too much. I knew, yeah, me too. I knew they would get him on that prostitution. Oh, so no Rico, but definitely the prostitution. He was found guilty. All right, we got to keep going. Yeah, count one, which was the Rico. He was found not guilty. Y'all double tap the screen, please. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Okay, let's see what else we got. All right, we got something else. No. Somebody said I told y'all that he wasn't gonna be found guilty. Bitch, where you at? Where you at? Do you not see guilty up here? So again, y'all, we still got a little more to go. We still got a little more to go. All right. Sean guilty. I mean Sean guilty. That is his new name. Sean comes guilty of transportation of prostitution as to Cassie Ventura and Jane, but not guilty as the sex trafficking, not guilty as the racketeering. All right. So out of the counts, he is guilty for the transportation of prostitution. Okay. Um, listen, listen. This negates those who said the man would walk. I mean, even though he is found not guilty on the RICO, but I told you all yesterday, I said my belief is that he was going to be found guilty of something considering the fact that they were battling about the RICO. If they were all, having back and forth about the RICO, I knew he had to be guilty on something. So he is guilty on transportation for prostitutions as to Cassie Ventura and as to Jane. Okay. I don't know what they may have found him guilty or not guilty of as far as the RICO predicated acts. Clearly, they didn't have two. They didn't. They clearly didn't have two guilty things in the predicated act. But again, I'm not sure what they are just yet. I asked the media not to question jurors about their deliberations. Jurors, you can contact our chambers. You gave up a lot these 10 weeks. It's inspiring. You work together, rain or shine. You answered the call of public service, and that should give us hope. Um, uh, I wouldn't necessarily say he won, y'all. I get it. 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 The people wanted him guilty of a lot of things. I get it. I get it. But this still teaches him something. It teaches him something. You know, he might get 5 years tops in the feds. Yeah. Listen, I can't. Yeah. Tracy, you must just be coming in here because we already talked about that. So where will he spend his time? Um, no one. I don't think we know just yet. I don't think it's a win for Sean. I don't either. And I think on this, yeah, he was okay. So if you put it in that way, if he was looking for life, I mean, if he was looking at life, it's a win. But in my opinion, I don't see this as a win on his end. The man's still going to prison. So to me, I don't think it's a win. I think a win to me looks like him walking, as most people were saying that he was going to be walking. Um, and again, this is just my opinion. Y'all don't have to agree, but I feel like they got him on something. Got him on something. Something. All right. So the judge says, I need to address a few matters with the lawyers. Then I will come back to meet with you, the jurors. All rise. The jury exits. I hear any wait. I'll hear any applications about the sentencing date. Agnafilio says he should be released until his sentencing date. Oh yeah, El Teddy, absolutely. His career and his reputation is over. That's why I don't see it as a win either. I don't see it as a win. Diddy will not be able to do things that Diddy was doing before. He won't. He won't, unfortunately. When you add in the blurry concept lines, Jane still being supported by him and folks saying they still love him, it was going to be hard for the RICO charge. Yeah, and I mean, when we kept saying that the RICO charge was weak, so I agree with that. Okay, here we go. I'll read this again, so that everybody knows. Oh wait. So Agnafilio says he should be released. He also says he is no longer charged with sex trafficking or racketeering. His plane has been, uh, you know, charted out. It's in Maui. He does not have access to his planes or to his plane. This is his first conviction, and it is prostitution. It is a prostitution offense. He should be released. He might get released. He might get released. Hmm. He might get released. Um, the lawsuits over his head, child. Um, they did a great job. Hell no, keep his applesauce locked up. We gonna see. Go see what the judge say. Um, wait a minute. Do we got something else? Okay, wait, no. Okay, his family is here and could sign a bond. He should be released today to go back to live at his two-star island. The judge says, this is just coming up right now. I will hear from the government in a moment. Are you posing that he just walks outside right now? So the judge is like, is this what you proposing? The judge said, are you proposing that he just walk outside right now? Agnafilio responds with yes. So it looked like he might get to go home. I agree, Tracy. I agree. I agree. I think for a lot of people, and I understand it's hard sometimes to speak on these things, but y'all, we are in 2025, and if you know some stuff ain't right and some stuff is going down, you absolutely need to report it firsthand so that you can get the justice. And again, it doesn't say that you're going to automatically get justice, but justice comes a little normal than us waiting years to come out and tell what happened to us. So I do agree with that. It's very normal in federal court for them to give an affairs in order. Why is Diddy so different? Wait, it's very normal in federal court for them to give people time to get their affairs in order. Why is Diddy different? Mm-mm. uh he'll have a villa next to Russell Simmons, right, and be sitting in Indian style praying to his Abba Father for getting him off. Okay. Um. All right. The judge says you you are proposing $1 million bond. Agnafilio says yes, and travel to Florida, New York, and L.A. Kami says the U.S. opposes his release, A person found guilty shall be detained until the judicial officer finds he is not likely to flee or be in danger. Okay, so we're gonna see. Um, so do I think Trump will pardon him? Uh, who's to say? That orange bitch doing anything. Who's to say? Who's to say? I wish they did a real investigation on that police department and didn't investigate the arson. Mm, okay, I'm just waiting, y'all. I'm reading these tweets in real time too. All right. Oh, everybody in the comments mad, honey. Diddy about to go into hiding and nobody gonna see him for a long time. The government says the defendant faces a maximum sentence of 20 years, even while faced with this case. He assaulted Jane here in New York, preparing to surrender. He had rugs in his hotel room and was ready to commit this same offense. Now now I did say that it was absolutely stupid. Before that man got locked up, before he got arrested, he was in New York to work out a deal with the feds to surrender himself. His dumb ass still had stuff ready for a freak off, pink powder, pink thousands of dollars in his pouch, in his coochie pouch. Sir, we shall see. Harold said finding him guilty of transporting victims to engage in prostitution, but finding him not guilty of actual trafficking them doesn't make sense to me. Oh wait, we got another tweet. Oh, that's Kempire going live, child. Okay. Can't tell me a lot of folks pockets are fat. Mm. You know that's gonna be the next topic of discussion. GG. I guarantee you it's gonna be. Oh, hell no, you good. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, the judge says, I am not going to resolve this second. I need it to review the statuses. Miss Kami, do you have a case in which bail was denied after a conviction under the Mann Act? You may confer and come back. We plan to be here the whole day. 20 is too much for what he was found guilty of, but wait a minute. Um, I promise you, Callie is not going to give him a moment's peace. He knows they're coming for him. Listen, I do think I think we're going to hear that in the news. Not saying whether it's true or not, but I do think the states are going to start picking certain things up, especially after this. I don't know. I have a feeling of it. Again, I'm no lawyer. I'm no judge. This is just my opinion. Um, do you know? Do you know though? He may not go back to the same life. There. Oh yeah, his life as Puffy, Sean Diddy Combs, Love. His life as it'll never be the same. It'll never be the same. His life will never be the same. That's one thing that people will always have to remember. His life will never be the same. He will never have that same reach that he had once before. The mogul, he's not going to be in mogul status anymore. Um, and I honestly think that people aren't going to be fooling with Diddy like that either. You know what I mean? All of your brand deals are gone, and really, honestly, he gonna have to be pinching at every penny that he does have, because not only, and I get it, y'all gonna say, oh, he's rich. Listen, the bottom line is he had 10 people on his defense team. He got to pay them folks. Okay. Diddy is not going to be the same Diddy that y'all knew before at all. At all. At all. So his best bet is to go over there to Bali with Russell Simmons, sit in Indian style, and eat you some Vienna sausages. All right. So Kami says, I'm aware of cases involving minors, but we intend to raise relevant conduct at sentencing, the rugs and the violence. The judge says, I'll um I'll like letters from each side. When? When can you do it? And she said within a few hours. He's real estate rich, not cash rich. His legal team costs. I even think with his real estate is at state. They can't even sell that house in LA. He's not going to be the same ever, ever. He's never going to be the same. The judge says, I think this makes sense. Mr. Combs does not want to go back to the MDC, which is the jail. He is shaking his head. So, 1 p.m. letters, and we'll convene in the afternoon. I'll let the parties know when. Agnifilio says he would be a fool, which he is not, to violate any conditions. And then I'm wondering what happens after this, because up under your bond conditions, you can't talk to none of the witnesses, but you still paying for Jane Doe's attorneys and her rent. What happens with that? Jane Doe, you may want to, I hope you boxing your stuff up, Jane Doe, because I just hope you boxing your stuff up. I don't think that they could tell him, oh, you can't pay for this, but you ain't gonna be able to keep in contact and stuff with that man. The girls won't be attending school anytime soon. Hopefully, they have a little something saved so that they can still go. I wish, but I think as long as Diddy is, I don't know. Jane Doe, you need to hit the track. Yeah, she finna have to get out of there because he's not gonna be able to contact you or none of that. You better get your boxes, girl. And in case if you don't know, Walmart got some back there. Get them before they crush them. Get the boxes from Walmart before they crush them, because you're gonna need to box your stuff up. Box your stuff up. Clearly, they not GG if he was paying that lady rent and paying for her attorney. Something ain't frozen. You got some money somewhere. Yeah. All right, so they have been adjourned. The jury is in the jury room and they're just waiting. So they have to submit these letters by 1 p.m. on both sides, the defense and the prosecution. On both sides, they have to do that. Jane better have said something. Clearly, we know Jane ain't good with money. We know Jane is not good with money, honey. A friend gave you $9,000, then you got $10,000. Jane. Hmm. I think he's gonna keep his. I think he had every intention not to sell his Star Island home. But as far as his California home, I know that they are having a hard time selling that home. Um, he has most of his assets in his mama's name. Oh, that's true. I can believe that. Hey, Rona. Hey, everybody. Oh, Mother Combs, you might have to move into something smaller. Do she live in New York by herself though, or do she live with Diddy? I think she lived by herself, if I'm not mistaken. I heard somebody say she traveled from New York to, so she live in New York. And she probably will lose custody of her son. Oh, I already saw that coming. This is why we said she's stupid. You get almost 5,000 in a month in child support. You had him pay for a $10,000 a month home deposit and 10,000 a month into your bank account. She's a fool. She's dumb, dumb, real dumb. After the judge leaves the court from the gallery, a loud clapping and cheering as Sean Diddy Combs is led back to his holding cell. he will forever be watched by the feds. Exactly, which is why I still think, I know a lot of y'all are saying because he possibly is not going to prison until his sentencing or whatever, that he's not, he's but if you think about all the aspects of what his life used to be, it will never be the same. Diddy is never going to be the same with money, the same with these women, the same with his reach as far as being a music mogul, the same with anybody gonna want to work with him like that. People was already distancing themselves. Now, hey, maybe they distance themselves just to see how the trial ends, and then they'll come back around. If I was Diddy, you come with me like that. Like, you wait till after you see what I'm charged with, and then you decide whether you want to be my homie or not. No, keep the same energy is what I would feel like if I did it. Keep the same energy. I think the mother can be sued, and can't they still get the assets from the mother if he transferred assets after notice of the suit? Ooh, now that's a good one. I don't know. I don't know. That's what y'all think. Oh, so you think Diddy's life is gonna be the same? I don't think his life is gonna be the same. I think his reputation is shot. Um, because even though we have what he's charged with, we still know Diddy is a no shit person. And again, if you didn't fool with me until after they read the things, then absolutely not. Absolutely not. I wouldn't want you in my circle. That man's going over there to Bali to sit in Indian style and eat Vienna sausages. Diddy didn't have a great reputation to start with. But again, I'm just saying, based off of going through federal trial, your reputation is shot. You don't have the deals, the revolt, all these places that he once had something in, they're never going to work with him again. I think this is just the beginning. They're never going to work with that man again. The fact that you was convicted for even one thing is enough. He is like minded folks will be there shaking my head. Yeah, there are gonna be people who are gonna support him. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying, as far as his reputation as a business mogul, as being the one person that he once was, he's not gonna be that. I don't think so. Yes, Vienna sausages. Eating, sitting in Indian style, eating Vienna sausages, and maybe they may be lucky. Maybe they got barbecue flavor over there. He's definitely going to be trying to collect on all of those favors he's done. It's going to be interesting. That's not true. I promise you. The people now, Tracy, you talking about the corn industry. Them man won't in the corn industry before that. I'm talking about these other deals and stuff that he had out here, like with Ciroc and all these other people. These people ain't gonna pick him up. Corn industry, go on and get in there. Go on and do what you're gonna do. That's what you should have been in the first place, and maybe this could have saved you a trial had you just went on into the industry in the first place. If Jane doesn't want to hit the track, he needs to go into corn. Child. They are talking about the victims on other YouTube channels. Talking about the victims, meaning like what? Oh, okay, so let me just say this. You guys are going to hear a lot of, you guys are going to see a lot of and hear a lot of things that I'm sure will trigger a lot of people. Be careful when you go into these chats, go in with an open mind, because everybody going to have their opinion on it. I say go in with an open mind. If not, you're going to be squabbling and scrabbling and tussling with people in the comments, and it's not necessary. Y'all are going to hear all kinds of stuff. Yeah, y'all going to hear all kinds of stuff. Chef, why are you acting like the music industry isn't doing the same thing he was doing? I'm acting like that. I'm acting like that. I ain't acting like that. I don't think. I wonder if KK will be charged with anything. She was instrumental. It seems in carrying out the many things that he wanted done. I don't know. I don't know what this look like for KK and them. I, I don't know that they will bring anything against KK and them if he wasn't guilty of the RICO. I don't know. Could be though. They could have a whole separate charge for KK. We don't. I don't think we know. No need to go back and forth with folks who say to free him. It's just it. I'm just saying it's pointless. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. You're gonna have people who are pro Diddy. You're gonna have people who are in between that don't really give a damn, right? Whichever way. And then you have people who, are probably gonna be upset because he wasn't charged with RICO and all of the things. You're gonna see a mix of people. You're gonna see a mix of people. Um, so let me say this, and then I'm gonna get off here because I gotta go back to tending to what I was doing. What I will say is, um, shout out to you all. Thank you so much for being here for this trial. A lot of y'all have been here every single day, every single time that we click go live. Listen, I Diddy, y- listen, regardless of what the outcome is, you have given me coins, sir. And I ain't no Jane Doe, but you have given me coins on these videos. And I just want to say thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir, for uh giving me the coins. But all bull crap aside, we have been very consistent since day one of this. And so again, I do appreciate y'all. We didn't grew. Uh I don't know if Jane got her boxes packed, but she better get the packing. She better get the packing. Um, um, but again, I do want to thank you all for the support. Thank y'all for the cash apps. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for everything. I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep on pushing, and we're just gonna keep on dropping the content. I know sometimes when you get in those areas and moments um, of something as this heavy, it becomes something else. And I know why there's only 51 people in here. Everybody and their mama is live, so I'm not mad at y'all for viewing other people and what they got to say. Again, I appreciate you all, the solid ones, for sticking around. I appreciate that. um Let me see, we on to the next case. I don't even know what the next case gonna be, child. I don't even know what the next case gonna be. Let's see. Diddy was just found guilty of 2 of 5 counts in his federal trial, which could land him in prison for the next 20 years. The rapper was found guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution and not guilty on racketeering and sex trafficking. Okay, we got all of that. Press conferences will soon begin outside of the courthouse. Stay tuned with us as we see all. And you know what? Respectfully, here's what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to end this because I know that there are people who are outside of the trial that you guys would like to hear from. And so, respectfully, I'm going to let you guys do that, so that you can hear their takes on things. Again, I appreciate y'all. Uh, Anyone else in his position would not be allowed to walk out like that. Um, I don't. Well, again, I think with federal crimes, um, I don't know. I don't know. But I appreciate you guys. Go tune into the YouTubers who are covering this, who are present in New York at the very moment. Um, so I appreciate you all again. I prefer your channel. I can't do the free Diddy stuff or Diddy empathy. He's an abuser. I agree. I still think Diddy is a dog. Um, we can't unsee what we've seen. We can't unsee what we've seen. We really can't unhear what we heard. Um, so me personally, I still believe Diddy is a dog. I do. Um, and we'll see. We'll see where this takes him. We'll see where this takes him. So thank y'all for tuning in, and I will catch you all later. And yeah, there we have it. Let me replace my thumbnail, child. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.